Have you ever felt like language learning can be like planting a seed, where you plant a seed and you think that it'll automatically grow, but you forget the fact that you kind of have to water it and nourish it so that it can grow. And that growth also happens gradually, right? Over time. It doesn't happen overnight. I like to use this language analogy when I'm thinking about learning, where we might set ourselves a target of learning a language. We might study for a while, first few weeks, the motivation's there. We study the vocab, we watch videos on YouTube, where our learning is pretty much on point. And then all of a sudden, after a few weeks, we think, oh, maybe you try like a conversation or two with a native speaker and you realize that you're anything but fluent. You really struggle. And, without their presence of mind or that perspective to know that it takes time, you can kind of fall into that, demotivation or frustration. So I like to think that, well, instead of deciding that, oh, look, the plant isn't growing, let's rip it up right out of the ground. Let's keep nourishing it, watering it in that, like in the sense that we study and we continue, that conversation practice, and we make sure that we're learning the right way through, like, comprehensible input and fairly regular practice, a few times a week. In that way, the plant will sooner or later grow. Let me know what you think of this and kind of whether you view language learning in the same way. I'd be really interested to know.